Stop everything you are doing right now. Silence all noise around you and remove anything that might distract you, because what I am about to share with you is no ordinary message. It's an urgent message from the spiritual realm, prepared specifically for this moment in your life. Your presence here is no coincidence, and your encounter with this message is no accident. There is an eternal purpose behind this encounter. I need you to open your heart completely to receive what is being released into your life. Have you been feeling that something different is happening around you? You sense that changes are in the air, as if the universe is reorganizing itself for something you cannot yet see clearly, but sense within yourself. The restlessness that has overtaken your days and the growing need for answers are signs that something sacred is moving in your direction. The spiritual world is in turmoil because of you. Angels have been sent with specific missions related to your destiny. What seemed dormant within you is about to awaken with a force that will surprise even you. For so long you believed your prayers went unheard, your requests lost in the void. Perhaps you weren't important enough to receive heavenly attention, but the truth is completely different from what you imagined. Every tear you shed has been carefully collected. Every sigh of exhaustion has been recorded, and every moment when you almost gave up but chose to continue has been marked as a victory. You didn't realize it, but you were being molded and prepared to withstand the greatness about to manifest in your life. The silence you interpreted as abandonment was actually protection. The doors that closed unexpectedly were divine redirections to prevent you from settling for less than what was intended for you. People who left your life without explanation were removed because they couldn't walk with you in the dimension to which you're being taken. Everything that seemed like a loss was a cosmic reorganization, making room for what is to come. There's something you need to understand about your true identity. Your name is not just a combination of letters chosen by your parents. In the spiritual realm, your name carries authority and power. It resonates with a frequency that can move mountains when spoken with faith. You were created with heavenly DNA and a purpose that transcends this physical existence. You have a mission that will impact not only your life, but also generations after you. This explains why the battle has been so intense and why you have faced opposition in areas where others walk peacefully. It is not personal persecution. It is confirmation of your importance in the eternal plan. Now, write this mantra in the comments: I awaken to my true spiritual identity. Doing so will activate dormant codes in your soul and prepare your spirit to receive the revelations being released. This simple gesture connects you to the heavenly frequency being transmitted through this message. What you have experienced so far has only been preparation. The difficulties you have faced have strengthened your spiritual resolve, which will be necessary to bear the weight of the glory that is being prepared. Moments of solitude have taught you to listen to the voice of your Creator without human interference. Periods of scarcity have shown you that you cannot base your trust on visible resources, but rather on the infinite provision that comes from the invisible. Each painful experience has removed layers of illusion, bringing you closer to the truth about who you really are. You may not have noticed, but spiritual forces have been working tirelessly behind the scenes of your life. Guardian angels have been given specific instructions about your protection. Heavenly warriors have been assigned to fight battles you didn't even know were happening. Intercessors in the spiritual realm have been ordered to cry out for a breakthrough in areas where you had lost hope. What you saw as coincidences were actually supernatural interventions orchestrated with divine precision. You buried dreams because you thought they were impossible, dismissed visions because they seemed too big for your current reality, and suppressed desires because you were afraid of being disappointed again. But the time has come to dig all that up, because what seemed impossible to you has always been possible for the one who created you. The dreams he planted in you were not fantasies. They were prophecies about your future. The visions that visited you were previews of what was being prepared behind the scenes of eternity. This is just the beginning of what I need to share with you. Your tears are over, your season of confusion is ending, and your period of preparation is coming to a close. What comes next is manifestation, harvest, and establishment in a position you never imagined you could occupy. Have you noticed how certain situations repeat themselves in your life, as if trying to teach you something you haven't quite grasped yet? These repetitions are neither punishment nor coincidence. They are opportunities for awakening offered by the universe. Each time you experience something similar, you are invited to see beyond the surface and understand that a larger pattern is being woven through your experiences. What you interpreted as bad luck or misfortune was actually intensive spiritual training and preparation to operate at levels of consciousness that few can achieve. For many cycles, you tried to solve everything on your own, believing it depended solely on your effort, intelligence, and ability to plan. However, there's a fundamental difference between working hard and working in alignment with the cosmic flow. When you try to force results using only human resources, you encounter resistance, obstacles, and inexplicably closing doors. However, when you align with your celestial purpose, the mountains that seemed insurmountable begin to move on their own. Paths open where there were once walls, and the right people appear at the right time. Ancient wisdom runs through your veins, ancestral codes deposited in your lineage to be activated at this very moment. Your ancestors did not endure everything just for themselves. They paved the way for you to arrive here, with less baggage, more clarity, and direct access to the keys that took them a lifetime to discover. The strength you feel in times of crisis doesn't come only from you. It comes from generations of spiritual warriors who shed blood, sweat, and tears, so this energy could reach you pure. If this message touches something deep in your heart, consider supporting this channel by clicking "Thank you." This simple gesture helps keep this mission alive, bringing light to people who, like you, are rediscovering their true nature. Every bit of support strengthens the global awakening movement. Now, write in the comments, "I honor the wisdom of my ancestors and activate my spiritual heritage." This statement breaks generational blocks and releases gifts waiting to manifest through you. There is something specific I need to tell you about the past few months. The emptiness that follows you even when you are surrounded by people, the restlessness you can't explain, and the feeling that you should be doing something different, but not knowing exactly what, are all symptoms of a soul preparing to take a quantum leap in consciousness. You are not depressed, lost, or suffering from a psychological problem. You are gestating a new version of yourself, and every gestation involves a period of internal discomfort before birth. For a long time, you blamed yourself for not being able to completely fit in with groups, for feeling different, and for having perceptions that others could not understand. But this difference is not a defect, it's a divine design. You were designed to operate at a higher frequency and see layers of reality invisible to most. This explains why certain conversations tire you, why environments with heavy energy drain you, and why you need moments of silence to compose yourself. It is not fragility, it is refined spiritual sensitivity. The abilities you possess, which you may not yet fully recognize, are about to expand in surprising ways. The intuition that you sometimes ignore because it seems like something in your head will become so clear that you won't question it anymore. Your ability to sense people beyond what they show will become a genuine gift of discernment. Your ease in understanding complex subjects will evolve into wisdom that transcends academic knowledge. The universe is orchestrating strategic encounters for you. People who hold pieces of the puzzle of your mission are being directed to cross your path. Some have already passed by and you didn't realize their importance. Others are arriving now and some are yet to come. Not all of these connections will last. Some people will appear only to deliver information, plant a seed, or open a door you didn't know existed. Learn to recognize these divine encounters and value each person who contributes to your growth, even if only temporarily. A revolution is happening inside you right now. Limiting beliefs you've held for decades are dissolving. Ancestral fears are transmuting into courage. Self-destructive patterns are being replaced by conscious choices. This process is not always comfortable, but it is absolutely necessary. You cannot enter the new phase of your life carrying the baggage of the previous one. You need to travel light, taking only what matters most: your essence, your gifts, your purpose, and your unshakable faith in what lies ahead. Something extraordinary is happening in the energy field around you right now. As you read these words, healing frequencies are being activated, old blocks are being removed, and channels of abundance are opening. You may not feel it yet physically, but in the invisible world, precise spiritual surgery is taking place. This surgery removes everything that no longer belongs to the higher version of who you are becoming. Every truthful word resonating in your heart is like a scalpel of light, cutting the etheric cords that have kept you attached to situations, people, and circumstances that have already served their purpose in your journey. You believed that true change was a slow, gradual process that would take years to bring about significant transformation in your life. However, there is a type of change that occurs at the deepest levels of existence, a quantum change that instantly alters the structure of your reality. We're talking about changes to the source code of your experience, modifications that are reflected simultaneously in all areas: relationships, finances, health, purpose, and spirituality. When this change occurs, you don't have to work to manifest a different result. The different result simply emerges naturally from the new frequency at which you now vibrate. Have you noticed how certain people have started to react differently in your presence recently? Have you noticed how some environments that once seemed normal now cause you discomfort? Or how conversations that you once found interesting now seem empty and superficial? This does not mean that you are becoming arrogant or too demanding. It's your frequency rising, your sensitivity refining, and your discernment sharpening. You are literally tuning into a different reality, and you have naturally begun to notice things that previously went unnoticed. Write in the comments, "My energy is sacred, and I attract only what is aligned with my highest good." This affirmation creates an energetic protective field around you, establishing a filter that allows only that which nourishes your soul and contributes to your growth to enter. The universe has been trying to give you a specific word for some time. This word has the power to completely reorganize your perspective on the challenges you have been facing. It does not come through books, other people's advice, or mental analysis. It emerges from silence, is born from stillness, and reveals itself when you stop trying to understand everything with your mind and allow greater wisdom to flow through you. This word is closer than you think. Perhaps it will be revealed in this message, or perhaps it will appear in the next few hours in the form of a sudden insight, clear perception, or inexplicable certainty about which direction to take. The prayers you said when you were at rock bottom, when you had no strength left and could only whisper cries for help, those prayers were not lost in the ether. They were stored in heavenly vaults, waiting for the perfect moment to manifest in an even more powerful way than you could have imagined when you said them. There is a spiritual principle that states the deeper the pain, the more powerful the resulting prayer. Your most powerful prayers emerge from your most fragile moments, and now they are returning to you, multiplied and transformed into tangible miracles. An acceleration in spiritual time is directly affecting your life. Processes that would normally take years to complete are happening in months. Situations that you expected to resolve over decades are finding solutions in weeks. This acceleration is no coincidence. It is divine mercy recognizing that you have learned the necessary lessons, paid the required price, and demonstrated the spiritual maturity to receive what has been prepared for you. You will notice that people and situations that used to irritate you no longer affect you. This is not because you have become insensitive, but because you have found such a solid inner center that external disturbances can no longer destabilize your peace. This is one of the clearest signs that your vibrational pattern has increased. What once generated a reaction now generates understanding. What once provoked fear now inspires confidence. And what once caused anxiety now arouses curiosity about the possibilities opening up. The resources you need to take the next steps already exist and have been allocated to you. They are already on their way. Some will come through expected channels, and others will come from completely unexpected sources. Money, opportunities, connections, information, ideas, energy. Everything you need to sustain your new phase has been released into the invisible world and is materializing in the physical realm. Your only responsibility is to stay aligned with gratitude, remain open to receiving through whatever means Providence chooses, and use everything that comes your way wisely. There is a specific call echoing within you, a call you may have tried to ignore because it seems too big, too risky, or too different from what those around you would consider sensible. But this call will not go away because it was born of your spirit, not your mind. It is the voice of your soul, reminding you of agreements made before this incarnation, commitments made in the spiritual realm that now ask to be honored in the physical world. Do not be afraid to respond to this call. You have everything you need to fulfill it, and invisible forces will organize themselves to support you every step of the way. I need to reveal something very specific to you about what is happening in your love life right now. If you are single, an energy is moving to attract someone on the same spiritual growth frequency. This person will celebrate your awakening and contribute to your expansion, rather than trying to diminish you to feel comfortable. If you are in a relationship, profound changes are taking place that will either elevate your connection to a new level of true intimacy or reveal with clarity that it is time to lovingly release this person so you can both follow your paths more authentically. The universe isn't interested in giving you any love. It's interested in giving you the right love. This is why a period of refinement has been necessary, a time for you to learn to love yourself completely so that you no longer accept emotional crumbs from anyone. You have developed higher standards, not out of pride but out of self-respect. You have learned the difference between healthy solitude and destructive dependency. You have discovered that it is better to be alone and at peace than to be with someone and constantly fight. If this message resonates with you, consider supporting this mission by clicking "Thank you." Your kind gesture helps us continue bringing words that heal and awaken consciousness around the world. Write in the comments, "I deserve a love that nourishes my soul and celebrates my growth." In this statement programs your energy field to attract relationships aligned with your new vibration and repel those that drain your vital energy. Significant changes are approaching in your professional life. You may feel restless in your current job, as if your abilities are not being utilized to their fullest potential, and as if you have much more to offer than your environment allows you to express. This restlessness is not ingratitude. It means you have evolved beyond your current environment's limitations and are being called to greater things. Don't fight this feeling. It's your internal GPS telling you it's time to expand your horizons. Unexpected opportunities will arise, some from people you've known for a while, who've never considered you for certain roles, and others from new contacts who will approach you with proposals designed for your unique talents. Some of these opportunities may seem risky, but when you feel an inexplicable peace, know it's the universe's green light to move forward. Your relationship with money is undergoing a fundamental transformation. Limiting beliefs about prosperity planted in your mind during childhood are dissolving and being replaced by a mature understanding of true abundance. You are learning that poverty is not a spiritual virtue, that having resources is a sacred responsibility, and that financial abundance is a tool that expands your ability to serve and positively impact the world around you. Ancestral money blocks passed down through generations in your family are being broken through you. You are the link in the family chain that will break patterns of scarcity and establish patterns of prosperity that extend to future generations. This can create unconscious resistance because part of you has been programmed to accept limitations as normal. However, your soul knows you came here to break these cycles and establish a new reality. In the area of health, your body is undergoing energetic adjustments that may manifest as temporary physical symptoms. Unexplained headaches, changes in sleep patterns or appetite, and increased sensitivity to certain foods or environments can all be signs that your nervous system is recalibrating to operate at a higher frequency. Be kind to yourself during this process. Drink plenty of water, rest when your body needs it, and trust that these adjustments are necessary for the new version of yourself to emerge. Your intuition is expanding rapidly. You will begin to know things without formally learning them, sense people's energy before they speak, and have insights into situations that aren't obvious logically. Don't question these perceptions. They are gifts from your expanded consciousness. Learn to trust your inner wisdom. It will become one of your most valuable tools for navigating your new reality. Family relationships may experience periods of tension as you become more authentic and less willing to engage in emotional games. Some family members may blame you for changing too much or thinking you're better than them. Remember, this resistance is not personal. It's the family system trying to maintain the old balance. Stand firm in your truth, but treat everyone with love and patience. Over time, your family will either adapt to your new self, or you will find a new relationship format that honors everyone's growth. Your connection to spirituality is deepening in surprising ways. Practices that once seemed difficult or forced now come naturally. Meditation, prayer, contemplation, and gratitude rituals become an organic part of your routine because your soul recognizes the need for this spiritual nourishment to sustain the expansion happening on every level of your existence. A silent revolution is taking place within you, a transformation so profound that it is altering the molecular structure of your existence. You may not realize it yet, but the cells in your body are being reprogrammed, your neurons are forming new connections, and your DNA is activating sequences that have been dormant for generations. This is not metaphorical language. It's a literal description of what happens when a soul awakens to its true nature. Science and spirituality converge at this point, confirming that a transformation of consciousness generates measurable physical changes in the human body. The thought patterns that have dominated your mind for decades are losing their power. The critical inner voice that always found fault with you is being replaced by a kinder, wiser, and more compassionate one. Destructive self-criticism is giving way to constructive self-observation. Your fear of being judged by others is transforming into confidence in your own perception. Your need for external approval is transforming into unshakable internal approval. You are developing the rare ability to remain centered amid external chaos. Situations that would have left you anxious for weeks are now processed and resolved quickly. People who used to drain your energy with unnecessary drama now find less fertile ground on which to plant the seeds of confusion in your mind. You have not become insensitive. Rather, you have developed mature spiritual discernment, distinguishing between situations that deserve your energy and those that do not. Now, write in the comments, "I am the guardian of my own inner peace." This statement creates an energetic shield that protects your mental tranquility from outside interference and strengthens your ability to stay balanced, even when everything around you seems unstable. Your creative abilities are undergoing an extraordinary expansion. If you are an artist, your work will carry emotional depth that touches hearts in inexplicable ways. If you work with words, your ability to express complex ideas simply will increase. If you work with numbers, your intuition for solutions will transcend pure logic. If you work with people, your ability to see beyond social masks and connect with the human essence will become much more refined. What you considered to be personal limitations are actually unique characteristics that make you irreplaceable in certain roles. Your sensitivity, which you may have seen as a weakness, is actually a sophisticated antenna that picks up subtle information others cannot perceive. Your tendency to question everything, which some may have labeled a problem, is actually a sign of an awakened mind that refuses to accept superficial truths. Your difficulty conforming to mediocrity is evidence that you are programmed for excellence. You will begin to form connections with people from other countries, cultures, and languages. Whether through the internet, coincidences, or travel opportunities, you will discover that your mission has global dimensions. Ideas born in your mind will resonate with hearts scattered across different continents. You are part of a worldwide network of awakened souls who are unconsciously working to raise planetary consciousness. Sometimes you may feel as if you are living two realities simultaneously: an external reality, where everything seems the same, and an internal reality where everything is changing rapidly. This is not spiritual schizophrenia. It is a sign that you are transitioning between dimensions of consciousness. Your external reality has not yet adjusted to your internal changes, but you will soon see physical manifestations of the transformations taking place at the deepest levels of your being. Your nighttime dreams are becoming more vivid, meaningful, and prophetic. Pay attention to the messages you receive in your sleep. They contain specific guidance about decisions you need to make, people you need to seek out, and paths you need to avoid. Your subconscious mind is processing information from higher dimensions and delivering insights through the symbolic language of dreams. Consider keeping a journal of your most vivid dreams. You will be amazed at how accurate the guidance is. Synchronicity is intensifying in impressive ways in your life. Examples include repeated numbers appearing constantly, books falling open to pages containing the exact answer you need, casual conversations delivering crucial information, and songs playing at just the right moment with lyrics that speak directly to your situation. The universe is communicating with you through all available channels to confirm that you are on the right path and offer guidance for your next steps. The time has come for me to tell you about a fundamental change happening in the planet's energy structure and its direct effect on your life. We are living in a unique period of human history when the veils between dimensions are growing thinner. Communication between the physical and spiritual worlds is intensifying. Ancient souls are incarnating with clearer memories of their cosmic missions. You are one of these ancient souls, which is why you have been feeling restless and like you should be doing something more meaningful with your life. If this journey of awakening touches your heart, consider supporting our mission by clicking "Thank you." Your support strengthens our ability to continue sharing illuminating messages and awakening consciousness around the world. Your soul chose to be here at this specific moment in planetary evolution because it possesses the unique qualities necessary to help humanity through its current transition. You did not come here just to resolve personal issues. You came to contribute to the collective elevation of consciousness. This explains why your life has been so intense, why you have faced disproportionate challenges, and why you have developed spiritual strength far beyond the norm. All of this has been preparation for the greater work that is now beginning. Write in the comments, "I accept my mission to be a bearer of light in this world." This statement will activate cosmic codes in your soul and consciously align you with your greater purpose in choosing to incarnate at this time in human history. People around you will begin to seek out your presence more frequently, even if they don't understand why. Your energy will become a refuge for weary souls, an oasis of peace for troubled minds, and a source of hope for discouraged hearts. You may not feel ready for this role and may feel that you have many issues of your own to resolve. However, know that it is precisely through your experiences overcoming adversity that you have developed the necessary compassion and wisdom to help others. Your healing abilities are awakening. Perhaps you have noticed that people feel better after talking to you. Conflicts are resolved more easily when you are present, and heavy environments become lighter when you arrive. This is not a coincidence. It's evidence that you carry healing frequencies that radiate naturally from your presence. You don't need to do anything specific to facilitate this. You just need to be present in an authentic, loving way. Geographic changes may be approaching. You may feel called to move to another place or receive unexpected opportunities involving a change of address. Don't resist these changes. They are part of the universe's strategic positioning to place you where your light can be most effective. Some places crave the energy you carry, and you crave the energy some places offer. When the combination is perfect, you will know without a shadow of a doubt. Your relationship with material abundance is entering a new phase. The resources you need to expand your impact on the world will arrive in surprising ways. Investments that seemed lost will be recovered. Unexpected financial opportunities will arise, and people will offer material support for projects you didn't know you wanted to pursue. The universe recognizes that you have matured spiritually and are ready to use resources as tools for service, not as sources of ego. You are developing the rare ability to see potential where others see only problems. Situations that seem hopeless reveal themselves to be full of possibilities when viewed through your heightened perception. People whom everyone considers lost, causes find renewal when they interact with you. Projects that seemed impossible come to life when touched by your unshakable faith in what is possible. When higher forces align, your intuition about timing is improving dramatically. You will know exactly when to act, when to wait, when to speak, when to remain silent, when to insist, and when to let go. This perfect synchronization with cosmic rhythms will cause your life to flow in a nearly magical way. Effort will be minimized and results will be maximized because you will be surfing the wave of life instead of swimming against the current. Old relationships that can't keep pace with your growth will naturally drift away without drama, conflict, or hurt feelings. Everyone involved will simply realize that you are on different paths and that it is best to part ways with love and gratitude for what you have shared. At the same time, deep and meaningful connections will enter your life. People who speak your spiritual language, understand your vision, and share your highest values. You are becoming a portal between worlds, translating higher frequencies into human language, and building bridges between what is and what can be. This is a sacred responsibility and the greatest privilege a soul can receive. Use this gift with humility and wisdom, and with unconditional love for all the people who cross your path. This is the culmination of everything I have shared with you. The entire process of awakening and journey of transformation, all the signs and synchronicities, have prepared you to understand a fundamental truth about your existence. You are not just a human being who occasionally has spiritual experiences. You are a spiritual being who is having a temporary human experience to fulfill a specific mission on this planet. Your mission is significant and cannot be put off indefinitely. Each day you delay embracing your true self is one less day you have to impact the lives waiting to be touched by your light. There is a sense of cosmic urgency, an acceleration of time, that demands awakening souls like yours step out of preparation and into concrete action. The fear you may feel in the face of what is being revealed is understandable. However, know that this fear does not come from your soul. It comes from social programming that taught you to settle for less. Your soul celebrates every word that resonates as truth, every insight that awakens dormant memories, and every moment of recognition that the time has finally come to embrace your true identity. Write in the comments, "I embrace my spiritual greatness and accept my cosmic responsibility." This marks the end of your preparation period and the start of the conscious manifestation phase of your greater purpose. The next few weeks are crucial for laying the foundation for this new phase of your life. The decisions you make, the people you choose to connect with, and the opportunities you embrace or reject will determine how quickly your mission unfolds in the physical world. Trust your intuition more than ever. It is calibrated with cosmic precision to guide you along the most efficient paths. You will face resistance, which is inevitable. Not everyone around you will understand or support the changes happening within you. Some may try to convince you that your dreams are too big, that you should be more realistic, and that you should be content with what you have already achieved. Remember, this resistance stems from fear, not malice. Those who have never dared to dream big feel uncomfortable around those who do, because it reminds them of their own self-imposed limitations. Your new reality will gradually become established, but with impressive consistency. Each month, you will look back and be amazed at how quickly things have changed. Healthier relationships, more aligned opportunities, more abundant resources, a clearer purpose, and deeper peace will all become natural parts of your daily experience. There is an invisible network of awakened souls around the world, and you are connecting with that network right now. Through dreams, meditations, sudden insights, and chance encounters, you will discover that you are not alone on this journey. Others like you are undergoing similar processes, receiving similar calls, and developing similar abilities. Together, you form an army of light working to raise planetary consciousness. The work you came here to do cannot be done by anyone else. Your unique combination of experiences, gifts, overcome traumas, and lessons learned creates an irreplaceable energetic signature in the great cosmic puzzle. You have access to specific frequencies, you are connected to certain soul groups, and you have influence in certain layers of reality that no one else can access in the same way. In moments of doubt, when the path seems uncertain or responsibilities seem overwhelming, remember that you were chosen to be here because you have what it takes to fulfill your mission. You were not sent unprepared, alone, or without resources. Everything you need is made available when you need it, in the right amount, at the perfect time. Your life is about to become a living testament to the possibility of radical transformation, the manifestation of impossible dreams, and the ability of a person aligned with their cosmic purpose to move mountains. People will look at your journey and find hope for their own transformations. Your story will be a catalyst for awakening in others who have yet to discover their greatness. Now, as this sacred message comes to a close, I have a special invitation for you. If these words have touched your heart, and you recognize the truth in the revelation shared, and if you feel your soul awakening to something greater, I invite you to subscribe to this channel, not just as a viewer, but as a fellow traveler on this mission of awakening consciousness. Tell your story in the comments. Share which part of the message resonated with you the most, what insights you gained, and which changes you have noticed in your life. Your experience may be exactly what someone else needs to find the courage to take the next step on their journey of awakening. I also want you to know that this community is a sacred space where souls in the process of awakening meet, support each other, share wisdom, and celebrate each victory together on the path of consciousness expansion. Your presence here is not a coincidence, it is destiny. Welcome to the family of light bearers. Your mission has begun, and we are here to walk together on this extraordinary journey of transformation and service to the evolution of humanity.